life and beyond. News, life and beyond. News, life and beyond. News, life and beyond. News, life and beyond. Real life, real people, real discussions. Different people saying something. Everybody got a story to tell. So tell Steve, J, and Adam A, you tell. 60 seconds, they said drop them an intro. Okay. Maybe a little more than they asked for, but okay. Streets is talking through the whole show. It's okay. Talk your talk and let it all flow. Topics of discussion all depending on the mood of the person in the interview. As long as you keep it true, don't be lying for some views, cause we might just know you in real life and beyond. Lights, camera, it's on. News, life and beyond. Real life, real people, real discussions. Different people saying something. Everybody got a story to tell. So tell Steve, J, and Adam A, you tell. They ask you questions, give them answers. You on the show to spill the truth, don't need to lie, cause you wanna look cool, be authentic. If you're in the streets, tell the story how it really went, because somebody like me might know how it really went. Steve J, Adam A, Rose City vets, Shotgun Big A, if you know the rest. It's more than a podcast and people letting out stress. It's even more better, we be sharing our success. Real life, real people, real discussions. No gimmicks, no made up subjects. It's up to you to maintain a real discussion. Are you real or are you fake or are you bugging? Yeah, news, life and beyond. Yeah, we taking you beyond. Listen, everybody saying something. News, life and beyond. Put barrio on a song, cause I'm really trying to tell you something. News, life and beyond. Real life, real people, real discussions. Different people saying something. Everybody got a story to tell. So tell Steve, J, and Adam A, you tell. Don't be lying for some views. Don't be lying for some views. Don't be lying for some views. Don't be lying for some views.
It started bringing a bad name to the family. You know, it got to the point where some guys might not be safe walking down the road because I started some shit somewhere else. I brought a lot of heat onto that family. I really did, because I started, like you said, man, I felt like godly, you know, and I didn't give a fuck who knew it. So here I was, I would be out there bragging about what I was doing here and there to a certain extent, you know, not the bragging rights that'd get me thrown in prison right away for hearsay, but just to let people know who the fuck I am and what they're dealing with, you know, and it carried on to the rest of them. So, and to let me walk away the way I did was very good of them. So basically I told them how, I says, hey man, I told the right hand that I sat on, I told him basically, I says, this is why I gotta go. Here's my colors. Here's my neck piece, my beads, and it was good enough.
What was that conversation like with your mom? Did she come to you and say, "Red, Jay,
yeah,
I can't do this anymore, son. It's either us or them."
That's basically what it was.
And I'm just gonna leave you. I can't be your mom, more or less, anymore.
That's basically what.
You're gonna pick them over me.
That's basically what it was.
I'm dying inside. You're killing me. You're hurting me.
Yeah, it's basically what it was.
How'd that make you feel, yo?
That's that tears you up after. Once you start getting, I started getting a little older, so I started thinking more clear about things, you know, in my head and whatnot. I started to be able to control myself a little bit more. Still wanted that superiority with running the streets and the credit, but I could think about it. And then when my mom came to me with that, it just, you know, that ate me up. I fought over it for a while inside before I decided what I was going to do. 3 or 4 days, that's something I should have just right away said, you know what, Mom, you're... But I still wasn't at that stage with my mentality yet, you know? So...
Listen, when your mom... Because moms are special to anybody, yo. My mom would come to me right now and be like, yo, become a priest, and I'll live 100 more years. I'll become the priest.
Yeah, no doubt.
But when your mom comes to you with something like that, that's gotta hurt your soul, yo.
Yeah, it does. It digs, bro. It really does. So, you know, I had to, you know, I love my mother more than life itself. I had to, you know, to make mom happy, I did it.
Yeah, you gotta give up anything for you.
And because of that crew that I ran with was more family oriented, I brought that gangsta mentality and activity into that crew pretty much. And because they was more family oriented than anything, about just making money and being there for each other, that the right hand that I sat on felt that was good enough reason to leave than any, you know, the best reason probably, family oriented.
So how did that make your mom feel knowing that, yo, my son just picked me over the streets that really gave him the love that he wasn't getting at home?
It worked. It felt good. My mom felt good, but made me feel more like shit because I was still. I may not have worn my colors, may not have repped the set anymore, but I was still rocking with them, still doing this and that. You know what I mean? Until I started my own shit.
So you leave one crew to go and start your own shit. Did that hurt your mom?
She didn't know about that.
She didn't know.
She did not know, which is a good thing because there was.
So why didn't you just stay with the crew and just not let your mom know?
Because I completely left the scene for a while. I mean, it's not like I left one for another. I completely stepped off the set, you know, for a good year and a half. And then I started hanging out with some dudes and we started this other shit up, which took off too much.
My cookie is done.
So you left your family for your real family to show your mom that you really cared more about her than anybody, which everybody would. You know what I'm saying? Because your mom is the most important thing in the world. So you do that. Now, what did you do in the meantime before you started running with your own shit now?
Try to get my shit back. Try to get my life straight. School.
You went back to school?
I went to go get my GED. I got thrown out of that too.
How'd you get thrown out of that?
Because I didn't want to do algebra. The teacher or instructor, whatever the hell you want to call him for the night school, was a nasty dick about it, so I threw the book at his head and got thrown out. So I did finally, after I started getting my shit together, I got my high school diploma, not my GED. I went to go take the preliminary test for my GED to see where I fit in, and I scored enough credits off of that preliminary test to actually complete my high school diploma.
Nice.
It's either that or they said, let's just give this kid his piece of paper. We don't want his ass back here. Just give him the fucking paper. It's just a piece of paper. Give it to him. No.
So, how did all this make your mom feel? Was she happy? Was she proud of you?
Yeah. But I just started seeing that I like the way I like doing that street thing. I like making that money. And I like not being walked on. I like people crossing the street when I walk down the sidewalk type of thing, or walking around me, give me my sidewalk. And
now, your mom lives here, your dad lives in Florida, right? You said? How did that happen? What happened between your mom and your dad? Do you know?
Got a divorce because my dad couldn't. He said he couldn't deal with my shit no more. But he was just.
So your dad more or less blamed leaving your mom and the family because of you.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with. It had nothing to do with. Yeah, it had nothing to do with sleeping around on my mom. It had to do with me. Yeah. We'll leave that one at that.
So how long were your parents married before they got their divorce? Do you know?
Shit, they got a divorce when I was like 17, 18.
So your dad really didn't give a fuck if you were in the street killing yourself or not, or dying, or...
Nah, he gave up on it. He gave up on it. He tried. He probably tried. He could have tried harder, but...
His hands,
yeah, he just fucking...
He could have been a dead.
Yeah, oh hey.
What if your dad came to you and was like, Red, Jay, I want you to stop this shit and just please come home and get your shit together for your mom. You're killing her inside. Could you please do this for the family and just get your head right and do right? What would you have done?
I don't know, because that's just a scenario I never played in my head, because that would never fucking happen.
Right, that's what I'm saying. What if it did?
For my mother, I would have.
But you did. You did it for your mom,
exactly.
And then you went right back, though.
So I just tells you how I feel about my father shit. I don't.
So your mom and dad divorced.
Yeah.
Your dad left your mom, he moved right back to Florida? Does he got other kids?
No, he got me and my brother.
That's it?
Yeah. He moved down to Florida, and I was
remarried. You got a stepmommy?
Yeah, I had a stepmother. She passed, unfortunately. Nice? She was a sweetheart. Yep. She passed she passed away with a heart attack.
Too bad to hear that.
Yeah, but
did you get along with her?
4 years ago, maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah, she was a nice lady, out of Ireland. She was a real nice lady.
So you really don't talk to your pops, but you talk to your stepmom.
I did talk to my stepmother. I talked to my stepsister until she passed away in January.
Oh, she passed away too?
In January.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that.
Oh, that's sad, man.
Yeah, I was close with her, and
that's good. That you know what's sad, bro, is that you can get close with a lady that ain't even your mom and a girl that ain't even your sister.
Yeah, oh, she was like, we were brothers. We went out.
Topics of discussion all depending on the mood of the person in the interview. As long as you keep it true, don't be lying for some views, cause we might just know you in real life and beyond. Lights, camera, it's on. News, life, and beyond. Real life, real people, real discussions. Different people saying something. Everybody got a story to tell, so tell Steve J and Adam A. You tell. News, life, and beyond. Real life, real people, real discussions. Different people saying something.